I guess it would help if I unmuted myself. So, hello there. Today we are going to be playing the mighty game of Earthbound. Maybe I should actually unmute the game now, I think. I don't know, can you hear it? I think you can. Let's see. Just going to do a double check on my end, because I never know. Okay, like I said, we're playing Earthbound today. You guys know the drill. I am, you know, just here to relax, chill. We're going to be starting a new profile to make sure that we test the entire, system here and make sure that it's not super laggy because, in my opinion, Earthbound is one of my more demanding games for the Super Nintendo, if not probably my most demanding game. Scoot up a little bit. And, get out of that. We're, playing with my big bite stick here, because it's very simple. I'm kind of curious where I'm at on balls. You know, let's see where we're at. Okay, we're somewhere in the Dusty Dunes desert. Uh, oh, we can give him calorie stick. Actually, no, let's give him the tin of cocoa. I have no idea where we're at, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm already vibing to the music. Okay, and since I can clearly see that the game is no longer lagging, I don't think I really have to monitor my game anymore. I can actually lurk on someone else's. So, give me 1 second to go back to who I was watching, who is an amazing Pokemon player. I'm gonna post them in the chat, so if you ever decide to watch something Pokemon related, they're they're a good fit. I guess it would help if I was typing in chat now, wouldn't it? I've been a little out of practice since I've been gone for the past week. a little disorganized too. But I hope that you are having a good time, having a good night. It's almost 1 o'clock here. How are you doing, Pancake? I am glad to be back from a week of not streaming. I'm trying to figure out how to do a shout out without. Right, I could do this, I think. Let's see, we want that on as well. And we'll pin that. Game, you doing okay? You stopped making noise. Should I be concerned? Well, I am glad that you're pretty good. And I hope that Tofu is doing well in her Pokemon. I can't hear her anymore, but I'm at least watching her roam around as an Eevee. But our main goal is to get to the end of the game, not in this stream, but future stream, and perform an exorcism on a fetus that is us. If you haven't seen it before, dear God, you'd be surprised what the Super Nintendo is capable of if you didn't play something like Final Fantasy VI. And thank you for the follow. So let's see. I guess we'll bash him, and shoot him. We can take that. Okay, maybe he can't. We will do that. That. Actually, I got a better idea. I think that's what we need. I think. I could be wrong. I don't want to use any of that yet. Okay, we at least got a Psychic Shield. That's exactly what we needed. And like that, we barely survived. Phew. What's this guy got to say? $225. That's pretty expensive, but I think we got the money. Yeah, we definitely have the money. All right, so we get a health. Hmm. Okay, so we're in Foresight. What do you guys say? What you guys say? Yeah, I never did say that when I delivered food, so that was really frowned upon. You couldn't demand tips, nor should you. No way. No one's better than the Runaway Five. I guess we need to buy a ticket. I mean, doesn't surprise me. Okay, just because I know it's coming up, I need to see what she has. Let's see. Okay, he's got enough room for one item. Well, luckily we already have a guy that'll give us gold, so... See what they gotta say. For the love of... Alright, we get a nice private show that is rated E for everyone. There we go. Actually... Oh, they took our show ticket. That's fine. We can always buy another one. We got the money. Let's, where do we go? I think we go up here. It is a funny name. That's why I picked it. Let's see. It's at least spelled right. I could have sworn that there was... Maybe it is the Monotoli building here. Is that the market? This is not the market. But we got suspicious music. Oh. We need to get some more money. We need a lot of money for this area. Well, the butterfly will at least make us calm. We kind of need that. Second one. Third one. I'm not suspicious about this because they just spawn randomly. Oh, he made some progress. Hmm. You know, I could have sworn somewhere I had a nice little book where I drew this out. We'll just bash it. A check? What are we gonna do with a check? Hmm. That's good. It's pretty good. And that's why we check what they do first. We're gonna fight some ducks on a rope? I mean, look at those ducks. Why would you want to ever hurt those ducks? I mean, look how cute they are. They're downright adorable. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Hi there. So their whole shtick is that each one thinks they're the third best. These are 5 brain cells wondering if they're the best, but not the best, the third best. So we'll do that. We don't have a shield breaker yet. It was worth a shot. IQ capsule. We are immediately taking that on Freak here. His IQ allows us to fix broken objects. So the higher the IQ, the better we're off. See, we can just make enemies despawn this way. Yeah, and that's where we came from. I can fight a rope. And we'll just bash him to death. We'll bash you. Give you that and that. Good job. The exit mice allow you to find your way out. I think that goes without saying since that's their name. No, there's a scary spider. You are not the third strongest. You are the third most annoying, though. I don't think I have anything. That can help us in that situation. We'll use a bottle rocket. Well, with everyone kind of dead, I think it's best that we, well, if we die, we don't really lose anything. If anything, balls will get stronger. There we go. We'll take that death. It should send us back to Foreside. I mean, we took out 2 out of the 5 moles, so that's always good. Takes us back to not a good spot. I definitely don't want to fight a bison. Bison, buffalo, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna need some money. Do I think we're gonna use all 1,000? No. Do I think we'll come close? No. Hello, Hint Man. Isn't the hospital like right out here? There you are. Now I gotta mosey on back to the hotel so we can deposit the last bit of our money here. Actually, no, we should. Do that. See, here we go. Broken spray can. Defense spray. Worthless item. I mean, it raises your defense a little bit, but still pretty worthless. Give him the big bottle rocket. That's quite a bit. Man, would I like to sell that coin of slumber now. But we did get 2 out of the 5 moles, so that's good. Well, since we know your weakness, I'm just in the zone. This music's very enticing. I guess we'll try down. There's a ton of enemies there for no reason. Let's try and cut some of them out. Listen, we can take like the 2 HP. We just killed 3 enemies at once. That's impressive. My strength falls between the second and fourth strongest masters. So you're saying you're the third strongest? Yes, I want to test you. First, we'll flash you. Then we'll freeze you. And then we'll bottle rocket you. That wasn't helpful. Good move. Let's see, we'll use that. Who has the lowest luck? 35, 34. Okay, yeah, he needs the luck. We'll take that. We'll just bash him to 1,000,000 pieces. Fudge that. Super fudge that. Okay, so we are going to just do that. Back row that. I think we just wiped out the whole board. His HP went up by 11. That's for, and he learned Shield B. That is really good. IQ's up by 2. That is fantastic. We can get a good spawn. That is not a good spawn. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But I don't think we're going to have any other choice in the matter. You know what? Let's do a Psi Magnet. And we'll just shoot the duck. None of them have PP. We don't have to move to use psychic powers. I think it didn't work on that second one. Super bomb. Okay, I think we can despawn it. Not make it worse. Better than that giant ant thing. Everyone's dead. Or should be dead. See? All dead. Okay, so we all can use some food. Maybe... What does picnic lunch do? Oh, he's just gonna defend. New freeze power, that is great to have. Yeah, screw you. We're just gonna go for a full bash. Fell for it. Okay, that was a pretty good decision there. I am not taking that risk. Listen, I need to save my calorie stick. Or whatever. Nope. Nope. Not like I got much of an option. Okay, this I can handle, I think. I guess prey is the only viable option. And we all got screwed over by that. I expect to die here. Well, we already did that one. You know what? No. No, we're not using the herb yet. Yes, we are aware. And here comes death. Why would you need to call for help? I'm gonna die anyways. I mean, at least we're not losing money. I believe that's how much everything costed. Now we gotta get our psychic power back. $225. $225. Okay, there it is, broken pipe. Okay, we're gonna take a short break here. I'm going to re-examine my little map here that I've pulled up because I don't want to really be looking for my little book of guiding. I've drawn maps of various games in it, so when I need to, I look that up. Could probably use it for what's going to follow after this. But until then, I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It's always nice to at least call your mom as often as you can. If you don't have a mom to call, at least call your dad. And if you don't have parents, then I don't know what to tell you. You must be Robin. Magic butterfly. And I love magic butterflies. So majestic. Oh, a second one. Third one. I love magic butterflies. If only they existed in real life. Just to make you calm. Okay. We make our way to the center. The duck fears us, so we must be able to... Yep, one hit kill. I love one hit kills. I think we went the wrong way. We did. Holy fudge. Tofu, how dare you? I didn't actually think you would raid me. Usually you like to raid other Pokemon people, so I appreciate it. I think this is the most amount of viewers I've had on my channel. I was curious if that would actually play. I would not say Earthbound is close to Pokemon, but if you think so, Arcade, that is just fine by me. Thank you for the follow, Silkloon. Now I'm trapped with the spider. So let's see, we'll bash you. We got enough to freeze you and still make it through. Come on, one hit. One hit. One hit. Yes. In case you're wondering, I gave them ridiculous names. Food Lord, thank you for the follow. His IQ went up by 1 and his HP went up by 11. That is fantastic. Okay, so we made it to the center. No, I need to go from there. Come on, exit mice. Okay, we can at least take care of these guys pretty easily. Since we just died. You know, Newbiekin, I love Power Rangers a lot, and I would love to have. I would love to have Super Sentai Jew Ranger actually translated just to not have to read subtitles and distract my eyes from what's going on. We're gonna grab this teddy bear that's over here. Should be a teddy bear. Now hopefully they'll attack the teddy bear instead of me. We got enough. We got enough for you to do that row, and we'll shoot the duck. I love the duck. The duck is cute. Yeah, I know, the duck is really cute, Tofu. I feel bad always attacking it, but I have to. Dear God, you killed my teddy bear? But unfortunately, yeah, I know, the duck is too cute to be shot, but if I don't, it's gonna peck at me. I don't want it to peck at me. We need to kill some moles. I think this is the last mole, actually. And I might have fought him already. You know, I do also have duck hunt. I could just shoot ducks with a gun. I mean, I come prepared, okay? There, this one is the first model. This is the age-appropriate model because it's orange. So if I really wanted to, I could shoot ducks, but we're not doing duck hunt today. I'd end up going to like level 99. Thank you for the noodle point redeem. It is not a violent game. The ducks mock you, and the dog mocks you for not shooting the ducks. And if you played the arcade, you could shoot the dog, which is even worse, I think. Yeah, I already got that mole. So I need to figure out where else I need to go. Magic map. Yeah, I don't like that spawn. I gotta change that. One snake is better than two. Exactly, food. The dog mocks you. It's ridiculous. Let's see. We'll do small freeze. And at least all around we didn't take damage. That's good. And we're poisoned. Fantastic. I guess it is close to Pokemon when you think about it. Okay, let's not mock Tofu because she likes ducks and animals. I admit they are cute. We'll heal ourselves. Okay. Exit mice. Do I have to use the map? No, but it helps cut down on the time here. Let's see, we did that, so let's try just going straight up. Because some I already know I definitely knocked out. Okay, this is the last mole. We do this, we get out. And in case anyone's wondering, I had to defeat 4 more. This is the 5th one, this is the last one. And they all say the same crap like this. They're the 4th strongest master of this whole, or something like that. And it's usually that they're all the 3rd strongest. See what I'm saying? The third strongest. What is that joke where it's like there's 2 brain cells and they're both fighting for 3rd place? This is what these moles are like. They're that stupid, but we can get them in one hit, I think. Ah, he froze, so we're good. Get this item. Guts capsule. Who's got smallest guts? 27, 18. Yeah, wait, who's the lowest level? 32, 31. I think we'll wait. But since we defeated everyone now, we should be able to just walk out of here. No, not Cosmo and Wanda. I mean, they're not 2 halves of a whole idiot. They're like 5 parts of a quarter pizza. Because right now I'm not mathing. Okay, so our digger guy is out of here, which means he's got our diamond. So for those of you that have not known, this guy shows up in the most random of places throughout the entire game, and he takes your picture. What is the purpose of that? For the end credits. That is it. So, for everyone, I think we should all enjoy us saying, well, what he says here. Fuzzy pickles. And I use that when I take my own pictures. So, you know, usually they're expecting to hear cheese, which I should probably say all hail cheeses are molten Lord and Savior. But when I take a picture for like people, they never expect fuzzy pickles, and I'm waiting to hear someone say you've played Earthbound before, because they'll actually get the joke. And then he flies away. Bye bye. Okay, now we got to get our. Oh, we're in heat stroke now. And I don't have any money on me to heal. But what I do have. Yeah. Which one is heat stroke? Sunstroke. Sunstroke, heat stroke, same difference to me. The sun provides heat. So, the reason you call your mom is because Ness, you could say Ness is like an overleveled Pokemon. He will not listen to you. Is in his mind, but he hasn't found any buried treasure yet. He found a diamond instead. We'll take the diamond. We are I've been in Earthbound a couple of times. I thought I was gonna start a new save file, but I realized that I was in the middle of one. But we're heading towards Foresight right now. And like Pokemon, how well, I'll say as far as like the original Pokemon, how they have all the names regarded with different colors, like Pewter City, Viridian Forest, and Viridian City, and all that. Where a lot of these towns are named with numbers. Tofu, I'm glad that you stopped by. Uh, and I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing for the rest of your day or night, because you're saying you're getting dinner ready. So whatever you're making, make it good. That's all I ask. And you say hello to Mr. Tofu for me, even though I don't think he's heard from me in first place. But I will say, if you ever want to watch someone that plays Pokemon and has fun, go follow Tofu Lin. I will once again leave a shout out for that. If you haven't read the pinned comment. Listen, I don't need your tips, okay? Technology and their tips. Okay, so we want 225 because that's how much rent is. We're gonna need another. Yeah, we'll take an extra 30 out. But yeah, she's a great Pokemon streamer and player, and she likes to have fun. And she was just playing a Mystery Dungeon Rescue. Well worth the watch. I always have fun. May not sound like it in my voice, but I kind of have one of them like monotone voices. Unless I'm singing, which today's not a singing day. Okay, it's almost 2:30 in the morning. If I start singing, I'm waking up people. We don't want that. At least not today. Yeah, we're all good. We got 30 bucks. We can buy ourselves a show ticket. Even though I already bought one. And if you're curious, I haven't done this for over a week now. I have this ramen cookbook, just random recipes. You can you know what, let's switch that over. So this recipe book I got when I was in Denver last. My cousin's wife, who's Japanese, knows I like to partake in the culture and everything, and she thought this was a hilarious thing to get me. It is ramen recipes that you use for like your regular like Maruchan, Nissan noodles, the square packets they buy for like maybe a buck at Walmart. And if you're curious, you can type in exclamation point RR and I will tell you the ramen recipe of the day. That's about it. Whenever you want to know, I'll put it, I'll read it and tell you. Okay, so I'm gonna. Did I buy it? No, I didn't buy the ticket. Wait, I can't buy the ticket. uh, we'll use the guts capsule. Use it on a freak. Okay, well since we're here in Silk Loon, let's see, what was the last one I did? I believe that was the last one I did, so we'll do the next one. Okay, who here likes chicken nuggets? Yeah, I am. This one is called chicken nuggets with spicy tomato dipping sauce. Now, mind you, some of these recipes, well, I've not tried any of these recipes. So if you do it at your own leisure. And I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue prefacing this because, like, say the first one was, yeah, a Western ramen frittata, and it asks for chicken flavored ramen, but from what I understand, yeah, you don't use the seasoning packet. So one thing I've been trying to figure out is what's the difference between chicken ramen and beef ramen if you're not using the seasoning packet. Anywho, chicken nuggets with spicy tomato dipping sauce. This is what it's supposed to look like, I guess. That's what the picture is. Yeah, it comes with a picture showing the dish. Uh, the spicy tomato dipping sauce, as follows, is 1/2 cup panko breadcrumbs. Don't know what panko breadcrumbs are. I'm assuming just regular breadcrumbs. 1/2 cup grated Parmesan cheese, or if you're from the other Rick and Morty dimension, Parmesan. One packet, 3 ounces of ramen noodles, any flavor, finely crushed. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of dried basil. A half of a teaspoon of salt. A quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper. 1 egg, lightly beaten. Let your dirty minds have fun with that one. 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts cut into 1 by 2.5 inch strips, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Discard seasoning packet. This makes 4 servings, by the way. Prepare the spicy tomato dipping sauce. Set aside, which I will, for whatever reason, wants to do the sauce second for the recipe, not first. I hate when recipes go out of order, so we'll just go in the correct order here. For the dipping sauce, it's 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 small onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic minced, fourth of a teaspoon of ground red pepper, and 1 can, about 14 ounces, of fire roasted diced tomatoes. This makes 1.5 cups of sauce. Heat oil in medium skillet, add onion, garlic, cook and stir for about 3 minutes or until the onion is tender and golden brown. Stir in red pepper. Remove skillet from heat, add tomatoes, process in a blender or food processor until smooth. Return to skillet and cook about 10 minutes or until thickened and reduced to 1.5 cups. So that is the sauce. Now back to the actual main course here. Prepare the sauce, set aside, combine the panko, breadcrumbs, the cheese, the crushed noodles, the garlic powder, basil, salt, and pepper in a large bowl. Place egg in a shallow dish, dip chicken in egg, shake off excess, coat with crumb mixture. So, just like how you'd make fried chicken, but in this case, you're making chicken strips. Heat oil in large skillet over medium heat. Cook chicken in batches about 5 minutes or until cooked thorough, turning once. You only turn it once, people. Me, I'd probably turn it 2 or 3 times. And then you serve with the spicy dipping sauce. And that is our ramen recipe of the days. Chicken nuggets with spicy tomato dipping sauce. Just in the wrong order. And, I should probably start putting these in my Discord just so that you guys can actually have a copy of this to look up. But I'm sure there's a way for you to also just look up ramen noodle recipes, appetizers, salads, noodle bowls, entrees, and desserts. Holy crap, there's desserts in here. I'm gonna have to look at that. Oh look, pad thai, crunchy munchies. Oh my, that actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to save that for tomorrow or the next stream. So I hope someone is brave enough to try one of these recipes. Yeah, you can't just talk to the guy. You need to select the item. Kind of annoying. Just kinda. And since you guys are all here, let's I mean, we bought a ticket. We're gonna enjoy a show here. And they're gonna all say that they got screwed out of a contract or whatever, they're in debt. Save you that save you that conversation. You know what? I'm not gonna save you that conversation. Yeah, we got them out of I think it was Tucson. It was either Tucson or Threed. It did sound delicious. And every recipe in here I've not even seen before. The last time I had a ramen cookbook was back when I was in high school. It was like 101 ramen recipes. And the only one I could afford to make, which is just not the best idea, was beef ramen with literally a fourth of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Like, it wasn't bad, but there's got to be better recipes. And I wish I still had that book. I have no idea if my stats ever update, so I should probably turn that off, but I can't read that. Should also switch back to the game. That's my fault. But anywho, we got them all. Got to Forside. We're in the DePauli Theater. I get a little distracted when I finally have people to chat with. I'm sorry. But let's enjoy the show. And I'm not really a fan of reading the stuff out loud. I'll let you interpret it yourself. I will say that the Runaway Five is meant to be a knock on the Blues Brothers, but the lead two guys are meant to be knockoffs of Mario and Luigi. Like, see, he's in red, and he's meant to be in green. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when we go to free them, because they are kind of like slaves. Yeah, they owe her $1 million. I don't know how that came to be. I mean, I think I've already beaten up like 5 police officers in a row in this game. I mean, I do have to beat dogs and snakes and birds. I think I might have had to fight a car at one point. But let's where is it? There's the diamond. A diamond worth $50. It must be some cubic zirconium or something. Some really cheap cubic zirconium. Oh yeah, he is dressed in more green than like gray. It's just a really green. And I should say, for those of you that don't know, I like to play just about everything under the sun. Uh, I know Tofu plays on like the Switch, and she's got all the fancy subscription stuff, I think. Or at least I think she does. I could be wrong. But I play with original hardware. What you're seeing now is a $320 cartridge because it didn't sell well. And I like sharing these games with you guys. I like sharing them with everyone. I think all games that are, you know, to a certain age, despite them being so expensive, they should be more readily available for people to enjoy, such as Earthbound. That's right, you just can't beat it. You can't beat an OG console. And I hate to keep interrupting the game. Give me 1 second here. All right. So, if you, there is one thing I would recommend to everyone that has a Super Nintendo. And the same can be done for the 64 to some extent. It's a little different. But if you wish to open up your cartridge, or at least, or not your cartridge, but your console in this manner, which for the Super Nintendo is actually even simpler than you would think, because you don't have to actually open it up. On the back here, these little notches in North American Super Nintendos, there are these little plastic pins within the cartridge slot. They're just plastic. They're not attached to anything. It's just part of the mold. Take off some, or take out some like pliers, some needle nose pliers, and then you can play, stuff like Japanese Mario, which it doesn't have those little notches. It has all the same exact hardware, works all the same, and like if you can read and actually understand the Japanese language, you can be playing this game, or wrong button. There we go. You could be playing this game for like 20 bucks. Mother 2 is literally like $20 because it's in Japanese. I know because I bought it at one point for $20. eBay. Gotta love eBay. Especially when you get something that's actually authenticated. And as for the 64, let's see if I can pull one out here. Now I got two. So for the 64, I would prefer you pop open your console. I mean, you're still going to need the right screwdrivers to do it, but there is a tray that you can take off. The tray, you can see is just fine. It has little slots on it that fit on the edge here. And on 64 games in Japan, that's where these sit. So if you're like me and are reckless enough to use a soldering iron like I did, you could just melt those squares off and just make it nice and clean, and you can play your Japanese Pokemon Stadium game. This is the original Stadium game, not the original one we got. That would be number two. Yeah, I melted the casing, or not the casing, but that tray. But uh, by comparison, and as I said before, Japanese games are cheaper. Around my house, I believe the local store sells Mario Kart for about 30, 35 bucks after tax. 10. $10. And I went out of state for these two because I was already almost out of state in the first place. But that's besides the point. Game, are you making noise for everyone else? Because that's worrying me. It's one thing if you're not making noise for me. Oh no, that's right. That's as spot. That explains why you guys are frozen. But yeah, I took the tray out, melted them off because if you were to buy, because you can buy replacement trays, but that's like an extra $30. And as someone who can do some light soldering, like I rebuilt my Atari. I bought it from someone off of Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks. Technically 50 because I bought two, and you know all the fun jazz that goes with Facebook Marketplace. And they were untested, so I told them exactly what to do to, or what to get to test them, so they can sell them for a higher price because they had like three, four more. Don't know why they had so many, but beyond the point. I made my Atari work. The only thing it won't do is play games like Breakout. I think it's because of the I pretty much have extension cables for all my controllers, and I think that's the reason why. And I kind of hard lined those cords in. Well, if you can do a guitar input jack, I can't imagine it being any more difficult than a video game piece. It really wasn't all that hard. It's just knowing what you needed to have and replace it. And you're talking to a guy that doesn't have any flux or anything. I just used straight up solder and just made it work. I am not someone who has passed electronics class. I'm just a guy that is gall enough to try something stupid. And if I think it's stupid, you best believe it is stupid. Very, very stupid. If you don't believe me, I have one good story to tell you that is not video game related, but it is still very stupid. But it was fun. Very fun. But enough distraction. Let us watch the final Runaway 5 show here at the Tapala Theater. And that's Venus. White guy chair dancing. Can't get any worse, I know. I don't know how they got the car in there, but okay. Oh, it's our dad. Unlike other Japanese games, in particular Pokemon, our dad actually talks to us. He actually calls us out of the blue. And the worst part is, I don't think we actually have a phone. It's something I should probably check. But yeah, he calls you out of the blue to do this. You've been out there for a long time now. It may be none of my business, but don't you think it'd be a good idea if you took a break? The game tells you whether you should take a break or not. And you can still say no, mind you. You can go as long as you want. But the fact that the game has the capacity to tell you this makes my stomach turn. I paid you. I paid for you. I'm going to play you. Ah, I see. Well, it doesn't make me happy. Well, you know what? You calling me does not make me happy. But I understand your point about the fate of the world being at stake. Yes, it is at stake. We are going to, by the end of the game, do an exorcism on a fetus that is us as robots, with our souls inside the robots in a parallel dimension or some stuff. Click beep. Yeah, everyone can have their opinions on how Earthbound's ending is. That is just how I interpret it. You know, if that happened to me at an Ozzy Osbourne concert, I would probably feel the same way. But then again, I never got a chance to go to an Ozzy show, so Maybe I should just hate life as a whole, but that's just too depressing. And I know he wouldn't want me to feel that way. Department store. Are you open now? Okay, so before I do anything, let's see. Thank you for the alert. I hope you come back and join us. Well, whatever time it is, I hope you get some rest, some well-deserved rest. For me, it's 10 to 3 in the morning. I probably should not be streaming for much longer, but I'm not that smart. So let's see. We got quench slumber. Okay, so we have receiver phone. Yeah, we get calls. Let's see. You got nope. You have it. Okay, so what we need to do, give that to you. Give that to balls. We can equip it because he needs that a little too much. Let's see. We'll give the super bomb to Freak. Okay, so if you're saying that, we should probably make sure all of our resources are allocated elsewhere. I don't know how much stuff is in the store, so we're gonna just say 2 grand. See, that's food, that's burgers. Go up the escalator. What do you guys say? Mumble, mumble, mumble. What you got? That's not gonna help us at the moment. Jeebus. We do not have enough for... See if we could... Yeah, we can sell stuff, so let's do that. Let's see. Keeping all of that. I knew I had something else to sell. Okay, well, let's see. What do you have? Nothing really needed. See, the reason it's not good to buy something for... Her name is really Paula, but I'm not going to say this one on stream. But we will buy a gold bracelet. You know what? I'm going to just go up. Because we only got one item, but I think we can find some more weapons. Go just a little higher. Sports. Let's see. Okay, so you got nothing for me. What about you? What do you got? Okay, I remember... What are you using right now? You're using a bat. So we need 2,000. And this is why you need to be good at math. So you only need to make one trip. I am fine with that. Now we'll deposit our money. 2, 7, 5. Nobody's in this room. Fourth wall break. Ape made this game. But this game is known to have a lot of those. Those fourth wall break jokes. What's in here? Nothing. But I would say that out of all the stuff I have, there's only like one game that I would be using an emulator for, and that's actually Mother 1, which I do have an emulator and an English translation for. Just because it never made it over here. But otherwise, pretty much everything I play is... Yeah, we might actually get the hyper beam. Does he even have space to hold it? Not without that teddy bear. It was what, 850? Yeah, 850. We'll just have to make room on balls here. We need the teddy bear. I know it seems like a lot of prep, but you'll see why. If I don't do that, my phone's gonna die soon. It's gonna die soon, one or the other. Different cord that's actually plugged into something. There we go. Now we have power to it. To the 4th floor we go. And this is why I stocked up on what I did. These are not item boxes. They're records. And Freak held on by the skin of his teeth. And we got a pizza. I am an advocate for the pineapple on pizza. Oh dear God, we're gonna die. We're so gonna die. Or not. We got a little lucky. see if this works. Ah, that did something. Freak is dead. There's nothing I can do about that. Haha. Franklin badge. Oh, wrong button. And it's dead. Gonna die. Just gonna die. Oh, you missed. Use that now. May not be a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. You know, what do you do? Well, you'll go to heaven. Or we're just gonna bash him a whole bunch. And we're dead. Or not. I mean, I do have a bomb. Well, we didn't have any money, so that's good. But I knew I was gonna die. Like when you get to that point, where both your party members are gone, there's not much else to do. Withdraw, let's see. 225. So we'll get that, and then 375. To the hospital we go. It's of the utmost importance to keep your people alive. Because as you can see, you can't necessarily just beat the game with one person. Or at least I can't. Yeah, you're counting on that. You want me to come back. Sick nurses. Oh, it got cheaper. It must be 75 per person. You know, what do you have to say? Because I don't have 80 bucks to deposit. Gotta deposit it all. That's the theater. Dino Museum. And we got a cup of coffee to fight. And we got a cup of coffee. Does the coffee actually do anything for us? We're gonna just use that because that's pretty much useless. Nah, that was a waste. No, can we just run away? And like that, we just got killed by a cup of coffee. So we got to go through the entire process again just to do what we just did. I mean, 300 is not a whole lot in the long run, but to do it over and over will eventually drain your resources, I'm sure. Oh, that would have been useful during the mole dungeon. The shield killer does exactly what its name is. It kills shields. And since we now have it, we're going to call Dad. We're going to continue. And we're going to call Mom. Best to not get homesick. You know, deals with devils. No. No. Fudge, no. I just said no. Okay? You need to give us a clean spawn. That one could have worked. But I don't want to be fighting a cup of coffee and a record as soon as I walk in. Doing too much damage for no reason. And we waste an item. You know, that's actually not too bad, I guess. Can I? Yeah, I can get out of here. To the hospital. Okay, so we will do... It's just cheaper to do the 8 points than to waste all that time and money. Hooray, we despawned an enemy just to get screwed over by the next floor, probably. So, just a waste all around, and we just took damage for no reason. It's good to know that nothing we use as far as items go is going to help us. I like to say 22 points is not going to make a difference, but it probably will. The fuck is that? No, I'm just gonna. They're just hating on him for no reason. That was stupidly bad. And we are going to die again, probably. Probably. Flash B. And we are going to heal ourselves. Because if we're going to die, we're going to at least do it with as much as I can. Probably should use the second one anyways. Might as well. Yeah, you can't steal anything from me now, can you? But you're gonna kill me. Okay. Let's get our money. Now let's go heal again and rest again. Eventually, Balls here is going to be strong enough to take on anything. And it's going to be hilarious when he does. Now I gotta fight some fat lady. Extra cranky lady, so she's a Karen. And since I have no PP, I can't do anything else, so it's just bash. Just bash till we get there. And we were right there. Not that makes a difference. We're gonna have full health here in a second. Yeah, I named the dog that. I'm not assuming gender rules, but you know, that is the name or the word you use for a female dog. That's the dictionary. Now let's die again in the store. Okay, you're not a cup of coffee. I can at least take solace in that. Almost. I should just die. And I did. You know, I'd prefer it if Ness were to die first. Because at least if I go to the hospital, all of his PowerPoints come back. And we can save ourselves the back and forth. Now, mind you, we've only gotten to the guy that we need to get to, like, only 2 times, maybe 3. I don't think we've actually made it to him in a reasonable manner. To where we could beat him. Because of all these stupid coffee cups. There was something in that tree. See? Nope. Just nope. I'm not making that. That I can make. Parkour! We made it around them. Sorry, I got excited. And that's what I get for being excited. You can't make this up. I mean, I guess you can, but why would you want to? You know what? I'm going for the full thing here. Now we just gotta run as far as we can, as fast as we can. Okay, this guy we might actually be able to do something with, I guess. And Freak's gonna die because I can't do anything. I mean, what else am I supposed to do here? You know what? Because I'm gonna die. I'm more than likely gonna die. Yep. I'm gonna give it another shot. We're not ending stream until I beat this guy. This guy needs to die. Badly. No, I'm not angry. I'm just more frustrated. If I was angry, I would just end the stream like I do with Castle Crashers on Insane Mode. But we're gonna heal. I'm gonna take a break. Calm my head. And then I'm gonna do everything in my power to kill this guy. But yeah, that. No, we are not fighting a car. Okay? I'm not fighting a stupid car. Okay. We've healed. Putting the controller down for the moment. I will see you guys in a few minutes. I just need to calm myself down. Try and figure out how we're going to beat this guy. So, I'll see you in a bit. And I hope you're going to be here when I come back. There. We're going to try this again, and again, and again, till I kill this guy. I'm going to keep calling Mom, because, like I said, it's always best to at least call her when you get the chance. And I do my best not to use payphones when I can. Saves me a couple bucks. No, it's not choppy. I'm going like one hit at a time. Maybe I can... I just had to turn back around at the last second. I'm just not gonna get this, am I? Well, these guys are dying. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. It's worth a shot. Coffee. Nope. See, if I were to just run into those people and they just attack balls, he'll be okay. I could have just gone to the ATM. I just realized that. Not fighting a Karen. Completely restores health. Well, now we know what it does. It was worth a shot when we first used it, but now we know. Well, I'm going the wrong way. You go this way. And if you could just stay alive long enough, you might actually earn some levels. I mean, am I putting him in the situation to keep dying? Yes. But that's because he should learn how to stay alive. It's not my fault. Well, it kind of is, but he should know better. You know what? We're not going to call her this time. Maybe that's our issue. Now watch the one time that I don't. We're going to get homesick. Because the game hates me. I saw you. I'm not letting you touch me. That was just too dangerous there. I don't know. Cause when I exited, you know, I'm just going. I'm gonna just go for it. Maybe I can get a little more XP. If this was Pokemon, I'd probably just keep grinding before I go against the gym leader. But You know, why don't I just do that? I mean, I'm at least making some money here. Let's see, you're 39, you're 32. There's a Karen. Keep in mind, we haven't even gone to Moonside yet. You think this is annoying? Imagine how that's gonna be. Yes means no, and no means yes. I don't get it. I was holding the button to get out of there. It just wasn't worth it. Magic Butterfly's not gonna help me here. If we don't got the ability to revive, we can't do much about that. At least I'm smart enough to not waste extra money by keeping it on me. Directly inside. Now, could I try and spawn magic butterflies and just give myself full health? Save myself the extra 150? Maybe, but that would take forever. And this is already taken forever. Tree, get out of my way. That was a good one. I'm just wasting him now because I'm getting too anxious. Yeah, you can stay there. Mother. Okay, you do have full health. Come on. Almost. Fuck you. And I think Freak died. Oh my god. Okay. We'll use you. Fuck you. God dang it. Well, this is all we can do. We did it. We fucking did it. See, he just rained from the sky, from the ceiling. Like, was he just sitting up there taking pictures of us dying? But, as always, let us say the magic words. Yes, we should all say fuzzy pickles. Do I think the yo-yo would have helped? No. The yo-yo has like a 50-50 shot of hitting. And that place had nothing for me. Maybe you got something. Okay, so a whole bunch of nothing all around. You know what? We're here. And like I said, once we beat the guy, I'm gonna end stream. So we're gonna heal. And now we're gonna go ahead and save. And with that, the game soft locks you, so you can turn the game off. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. If you liked what you saw, hit that follow button. I try and stream it as frequently as I can. I don't really have a set schedule despite what Twitch will say. Just never updated it, I believe. But, you know, once you see it and I have an idea, because hopefully I'm starting to work here in the next week or so. So depending on what that schedule is, will determine what I'm going to be, or when I'm going to be streaming. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by, for enjoying the minor inconvenience that is my frustration with some of these games, or at least these enemies. I love this game. I have no frustration with the game so much. Some stuff can just be annoying. And I hope you all have a good day, good afternoon, or wow, it's 4:13. In my case, I guess it would be a good morning, but I'm going to bed. So I hope that those of you that have not gone to sleep yet get some rest, stay safe, stay beautiful, and honestly, love you to pieces. We're gonna let's see who I can raid out to. Just I rather use my phone because it is more reliable than trying to do it with my laptop here, because then OBS might crash. So let's see who we can raid into. Because I always like to keep a raid train going. Let's see. We're going to raid HBF underscore Xerox. I'm guessing that's his name. He's playing I'm Only Sleeping. So if you wish to stay around for that, that'd be great. And if you need to raid and run, that's fine too, I'm sure. But I will see you guys hopefully in the near future. I have no raid message. I've not made one yet. So if you want to make one up, go for it.